Austin Lehman, and welcome to the next edition of Austin Weekend. Here with me is the Grinchy Grinch Dad, and I think I gave it away.
Yeah, you gave it away. We're doing another
Not Halloween, Christmas special.
Christmas special. Even though the Grinch could be a Halloween character, and they did make a show after that. It's called The Grinch is a Halloween character. But today we're talking about how
The Grinch stole Christmas.
Stole Christmas. And not the new movie with Jim Carrey in it. We're talking about the original classic. We are doing classic cartoons. We have already done the Charlie Brown Christmas, which was done in 1965.
And
Today we're doing
How the Grinch Stole Christmas from Dr. Seuss.
And it debuted
a year later.
Yeah, December the 18th of 1966.
Literally a year later.
A little over a year later, yeah. It debuted on the CBS December 18th.
Of course, every good special has to debut on CBS.
It debuts. Running time was 26 minutes, and its budget was still as minimal. Back then, it was a pretty good amount of money back in 1966, but it's still a minimal amount. It was $315,000 budget.
Interesting.
Who was it directed by? The legendary
Chuck Jones.
Chuck Jones, who also gave us Tom and Jerry.
Who also directed some Tom and Jerry shorts, some Looney Tunes shorts. One of the best animators
Chuck Jones was one of the best to ever do anything. A lot of the specials, a lot of the cartoons that everybody loves was done, well, at least partially done by Chuck Jones. I said it aired on CBS. It was by Cat in the Hat Productions along with MGM.
Yeah. Dr. Seuss also did the screenplay, so it's good to have the creator on board.
Yep.
The master of rhyming himself.
Yes. And the show was narrated by Boris Karloff, who was also
the voice of the Grinch.
The voice of the Grinch.
It's like they had enough money to buy the voice actor.
And boy, don't you love the Grinch's voice. I mean, that's really a lot of the show. It makes him, Grinchy.
It makes him Grinchy.
Yeah, his voice makes him Grinchy. So Boris Karloff was absolutely wonderful as the...
Made him sound a little threatening, menacing, really, Grinchy.
That makes him sound Grinchy. You want to tell a little bit of the plot of it?
Well, it was just one Christmas, near Christmas Day in Whoville.
In Whoville, yes.
All the tall and the small gathered round to celebrate Christmas. But up in the mountaintop, did the Grinch not like it?
Yes, it said that he had hated Christmas for 53 years. So he had been up there for 53 years in the snowy mountaintops, listening to the Who's
sing.
The part that he hated the worst
was when they gathered in a circle around their tree
and sung, and the happiness and the joy and the singing was and he hated it. He hated it, hated it, hated it, hated it. And if you notice, he always says things in fours. So you could listen to it, it's bum, 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 bum. So I know that's another part that I just love about the show too.
That's Dr. Seuss.
That's Dr. Seuss. He is so classic, yeah. But the Grinch thought that
he could take away Christmas by taking away everything they have.
By stealing all of their goodies, stealing all their presents, all of their decorations, all of their food, because he thought that that's what Christmas was about the gifts.
And eventually
the food.
And eventually he would take away everything they have.
And that's a little comedic part too, because he has this tiny little dog that he makes a reindeer out of to pull the sleigh. He decides to sneak in as Santa and steal everything.
In which he succeeds.
And everybody's little favorite, the only Who that saw him do it was little Cindy Lou Who.
And the Grinch managed to trick her.
And he tricked her, yeah, by telling that the tree had a light out on the bulb was blown out on one side of the bulb on the tree, and he needed to take it and fix it, and he'd bring it back. So he stole everything.
And then when he managed to go up to the top,
he was about to dump it.
And then he heard the Who's sing.
The Who's came out without any presents, without any roast beef, without any Who hash. they were
without a crumb for mouses
Mm-hmm.
or mice.
They were still happy, and they still got around the tree, and they still sang, because uh,
The true meaning of Christmas was not about their goodies.
not about the gifts, not about. It's about different things other than gifts and toys
They didn't have any packages. They didn't have any boxes.
or bags or ribbons with the ribbons and tags. Man, we do love Dr. Seuss, don't we?
Yeah, he's just one of the best
That's one of the
illustrators.
Yeah, and that cartoon was just unbelievably good too.
And then when he realizes that he made the mistake,
Yeah,
he quickly took them all back.
yeah, because he thought they said at the first of it that they thought maybe the reason was he was like the way he was his heart was 2 sizes too small. But then at the end, after he saw them singing even without stuff and being happy even without stuff, that it grew 2 sizes plus 1, so his heart grew and
3.
2 times plus 3. So his heart burst out of the little thing, and he realized what Christmas was all about. So he took the presents back, and he even carved
The roast beast.
the roast beast. So I mean, it's just an awesome show.
And that is the plot.
That's about all right. How did you like to? I know the Charlie Brown Christmas is my favorite Christmas show. What did you think about the characters in the Grinch?
Well, the Grinch made me one of my favorite antagonists in any holiday special, Halloween, Valentine's, even Thanksgiving, if you want to count it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, honestly, I think he fits very well in his role as the grumpy, Grinch,
Mm-hmm.
trying to see if he can ruin Christmas because he didn't understand what it originally meant.
Mm-hmm. And I think the little dog even plays a good comedic role, because that's the comedic role in it, is the little dog dressed as the reindeer trying to pull the big sleigh. So I think the comedic role is good. I think, of course, the Grinch being the Grinch is good. It also gave us one of the most memorable, epic songs.
Oh wait.
No.
No. Oh, that.
Oh
one.
no, that you're a mean
mean
one, Mr.
Mr.
Grinch. And then it goes on, and there's verses and verses after he does bad things.
It's
and
an
verses.
instant. It's an instant Christmas classic.
It's just a wonderful song. Yeah, the characters are good. The story's good. It's got epic moments. I like the little evil smile when he realizes he could dress up as Santa Claus.
That's really
really good. Yeah.
All right, and what do you think about? Does the animation hold up these years?
The animation definitely holds. Like I said, it's classic Chuck Jones.
It's the cartoony expressions.
Mm-hmm.
It's the silly characters
Mm-hmm.
that had Dr. Seuss
Yes.
working on the screenplay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, I think he must have been working on some of the Tom and Jerry's at the same time, because you can watch some of the older Tom and Jerry cartoons, and there's a lot of similarities between the older Tom and Jerry's and the How the Grinch Stole Christmas. So I think it holds up really well. Again, I've watched it since I was a little kid. I mean, I wasn't even alive when it was made.
Well,
but
for him,
I still watch it.
like him with Charlie Brown Christmas, this is my favorite.
Mm-hmm. And we watch them even today, every single year. We make time during the Christmas holiday to sit down.
Don't you just love timeless?
I love them.
Don't you just love timeless classic?
And
No flaws really.
mm-hmm.
It's just Christmas is just a great thing to have a great special on.
Yeah, even if you've seen it 50 times before, you can still throw it in and just enjoy it just as much that time as you did the last time you watched it. They just don't get old. They're just as good.
And just like the Charlie Brown special, it's one of those. This is one of those specials.
No matter how many times you watch it, it's just as good.
It sticks in your brain, and you enjoy remembering every part you saw about it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's just a wonderful, wonderful show. All right, you want to go ahead and give it a rating? Again, we'll explain how the ratings work. We rate from 1 to 10.
We do not rate from 1 to 2 to 3. Oh, to 4 to 5
No,
to 6.
we don't use stars like the
Typical critic stuff.
crap. We rate from 1 to 10, 1 being crap.
1 being the hoodie crap.
10 being the best the best of its kind. And 0 being food fight, the only thing we've ever seen horrible.
And it deserves it.
Mm-hmm. But we don't use stars. We rate from 1 to 10, and we pull something from the show. and we rate it. Like for the Kung Fu Pandas, we use dumplings.
Dumpling time, dumpling time, dumpling time.
We pulled dumplings from that show because Poe loved to eat dumplings, and we rated it with dumplings. Like it got like 9.5 dumplings because it was such a great show. But we will pull something from. What do you want to pull from the Grinch?
Let's take some Who hash.
You want to rate it with Who hash? All right. Okay. One Who hash being crap Who hash. It's just not enough Who hash.
Yes.
10 Who hash being lovely Who hash. How much Who hash do you give the Grinch Stole Christmas? How's the Grinch Stole Christmas?
Darn near 10, honestly.
It is another 10. It is no matter how many. The only way I would give something a 10 is no matter how many times you watch it.
It still sticks in your brain, and you still enjoy it every time.
It's just as good as the first time you saw it. It doesn't get old. Like I said, and you actually look forward to watching it again.
Does it fit the same categories as the Charlie Brown Christmas?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I would have, Charlie Brown is my favorite. I would have it as a little bit higher than the Grinch. You might have the Grinch, maybe it's a little bit higher than Charlie Brown. But they're both 10s.
Yes.
They're the reason we picked them out is they are our two favorites. They're Charlie Brown being my favorite and the Grinch being Austin's favorite. But again, be sure and stay tuned and watch to us.
And don't be a Grinch.
And don't be a Grinch. Hit the like button. Don't be a Grinch. Hit the share button. Even hit the
groovy baby button.
The groovy baby button. Don't be a Grinch. Don't be a Grinch. But stay tuned and watch. We're going to start pumping out some more stuff. Other than that, we are gone.
See ya next week.
See you next time.